If you want to ask the first question. Carm?
Mike, you're so muted. You're muted, Mike.
I get the award again. Tam, just to get back out on the court again, and after the long rehab process, just how did it feel to play in a game?
It was really nice to finally be able to get back on the court again. Like you said, it was a long process for rehab, so just like getting through that and getting through practice was just like a really, really long time, so I couldn't wait to play. So it was nice that we got our first win in the first game.
Were there any nerves? Did you have any nerves just about getting back out and playing?
No, I wasn't nervous at all, actually. I was a little worried because I was not nervous, if that makes sense. A lot of people were asking me whether I was nervous, and I was just like, no, I'm just ready to play.
Just how was the rehab process? I know you stayed here while other players kind of scattered during the pandemic, and did that allow you maybe to hit your rehab process pretty hard?
Yeah, because I was here, I was able to take advantage of the facility. There really wasn't anyone here over the summer. Luckily, our trainer, Jess Lipset, was here for me during that whole time. So I was able to do rehab 3 times a day, every day for about like 4 months. So I think that really did make a difference. Obviously, the pandemic is something that's like really, really bad, but it was something that was able to help me with my rehab process.
How did it feel when your first shot went down?
I don't know. I can't really remember. I was probably frustrated from all the ones I missed before hitting the first one. But I was happy to see my teammates hit shots before I finally made my first one.
Just Rashay Kyle, 16 points, and she only played 8 minutes. That's quite the efficient line.
Yes.
What could she add to this group?
She could add so much to this group. Obviously, she only played 8 minutes, so I can't wait to see her play more minutes. I think she'll make a really, really big difference in the paint, not only offensively, but defensively. Her length will definitely cause some problems for other teams that we play against.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
JD?
Hi, great performance tonight. You shot 4 out of 5 from the line. In your career, you kind of struggled from the free throw line. So what did you do during your rehab process and training to get better from the free throw line?
That actually wasn't really part of my process, just because I realized that when I was missing free throws, I would just overthink too much. So now every time I step on the line, I just say, relax, it's like practice. That's the same thing I say before every free throw now.
This team really has to adapt because of, things might go wrong. People may need to quarantine, rosters switch around quite a bit with injury. Can you speak to the depth of this team and how prepared you feel to play outside of just your position?
We definitely have a lot of depth. I believe that our starting 5 is just as good as our bench, and our bench is just as good as our starting 5. So if ever that became an issue, I don't think that we would struggle at all. We've actually gone through a lot of different things, like people coming back from injuries, people practicing one day on, one day off, and we were still able to adjust. So I don't really think we'll struggle with that because we have such a deep bench.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Great win.
You're welcome.
Hannah?
What was the shift in energy like between the first and second half?
I just think that we had to remind ourselves that we were better than what we were showing in the first half. So definitely just keeping ourselves accountable and making sure we did a better job of like guarding the ball. Yeah. And I think also like the first half was first game jitters. It was our first game in over 6 months, I believe. So just getting over that hump is what we needed.
What did you think of fake fan noise?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
What did you think of the fake fan noise?
Oh, I honestly didn't notice it until the second half when one of my teammates mentioned it during halftime. I kind of ignored it, I guess. I didn't really pay much attention to it. But the cardboard cutouts are a little weird, to be honest with you. I wish it was like real people.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Joe?
All my questions were asked and answered, but great game today. Thank you.
Thank
Super.
you.
Thanks, Tam.